I made it to the next day, but I mean, I bet some of y'all did too, if you're doing this along with me, which I've just decided is a good thing to do. So day 5, I think I decided yesterday was day 4. So day 5, planned for day 4. As far as urges yesterday, after the last video, it wasn't too bad. Really, just kind of reminded myself something I've learned before, because I've failed so many times. I really have learned more. Like, I'm a lot better at it now. It's really just what you allow your mind to think, what you allow your thoughts to cover. I mean, really, like how far you allow your thoughts to venture. Like, it kind of goes similar with meditation, but I'm not talking about like a specific set aside time for meditation. I'm just talking about always. Whenever you have like a thought, don't try to fight it. Even if it's a thought you disagree with, or you don't want to be there. Yeah, basically a thought that you don't want there. You gotta acknowledge it, that's a thought, and also acknowledge, like, you don't want that thought to be there. At the same time, don't push it away, don't shove it away, just let it be, and then casually start thinking about something else, or just, if you can't do that, just start doing something else, and that'll come naturally. I mean, the harder you try to fight, whatever stupid thought you have, the harder it's gonna fight back, because you're fighting against yourself, and that's something you don't want to do. You don't want to fight against yourself, okay? Get enough people out there and things out there fighting against you already. So it's yeah, so I used that yesterday when I was having my urges, whatever. I just was like, instead of like giving this thought any more time, give it any more time than it deserves, I'm just gonna like just not really think about it. Just gonna let it be. I'm not gonna explore more ideas and think of what possibilities, like, oh, I could, what if I just watched I don't know, a girl in a bikini. That's not porn. Like, that's okay. Like, girls are in bikinis on beaches. It's okay. It's a normal thing. It's obviously gonna lead to more. Like, I remember a few months, or maybe it was a year ago, when I used that logic, and I really thought that I'd be okay, but no. That's just, you gotta, it's an entire change of mindset. It's really kind of changing, not exactly changing who you are, but you're learning who you actually are through this process of NoFap. And maybe NoFap isn't the secret for everyone. Maybe some people have deeper addictions that are really the ones that they need to conquer before everything else. Like, say maybe someone has more alcoholism, like leaning towards that. That's then they're gonna have to conquer that, and they're not. So sure, they jerk off, but that's not their primary concern. For me, it's the other way around. Like, I'm on day 6 or 7, whatever it is, with no alcohol. Like, I'm barely even giving a thought. It's not that hard. But this, yeah, I definitely give a thought. But at the same time, using this kind of, if I want to make my own word for it, use my own meditative approach to life, just basically always kind of letting those thoughts kind of roll through. And I'm no expert, and so much so that, like, I admit, like, I don't even know what the right meditative practice to do. If you have a good thought, I'd kind of want to hang on to it in a way. But actually, the more I think about it, I think you're supposed to, like, let those go with a similar principle, just like those stupid or bad thoughts. Like, let those go. You kind of just, I don't know, I haven't got there yet, honestly. Like a lot of people, I've been diagnosed with mild depression, not severe. I mean, some people have a lot worse than me, but I don't really believe in it. Like, I mean, I believe in it. Like, it's a real thing, like the chemical imbalance in your brain, but I don't believe in it as a medical, like, how do I say it? I'm gonna get myself into trouble, but basically, I don't believe that it necessarily should be helped with drugs, at least at the mild state. I can't speak, you know, for severe depression. Maybe it does take drugs to bring it out of that, but out of principle, for me, I think that the road, like, to do it is to really, it's the hard road. The hard one is without the drugs, and that's the one that you're really gonna build that muscle in your brain. You know, I like to think of it as that, like, you're gonna build like an actual muscle. Like, you got to put a lot of work into it, and you can lose it a lot easier than it took to gain it. But that's the real thing, though, when you do it that way. So I think that being consistent day by day, doing the things that you know you should do, but the things that a lot of things are obvious and span across a lot of people. Like, what's a good thing? Eat healthy, you know, veggies and fruits instead of smoothies and ice cream. Like, personally, like, I freaking love smoothies. I used to use it as an excuse. I was like, oh, smoothies is a lot better than ice cream and cookies and all that stuff. It's not much better, if at all. Like, it's if you look at Smoothie King or Jamba Juice, look at how much sugar is in like a large one of those suckers. It's ridiculous. Like upwards of 60-80 grams in some of them. Anyway, so yeah, healthy eating, more exercise, all that stuff. I mean, I could go on about that, all of basic things you already know. But you really got to do them, though. You just can't just think about them. Like, oh yeah, I know I should do that. Oh, I'll do that tomorrow. Like, make a plan for yourself and stick to the plan. That's the hard part. And I'm going through it right now. Maybe I'll see you on the other side. I mean, that's my goal, is to see you on the other side, where I'm, you know, say day 90 of this or whatever. I know day 90 is a big benchmark. I'm not really zoning in on that so much. I really would like to, like, grow the rest of my life, and, you know, I'm not looking 90 and then quit, or 90 and then figure it out. Like, I'll just, you know, I mean, of course, 90 will be a cool day, because, you know, Reddit puts a lot of emphasis on that day. There's my hat. That's where I'm working right now. Let's see. I gotta talk about my job and all that stuff, but I think I'll save it for another video. I got some cool plans for the future and stuff that's happening. Yeah, I'll save it for maybe tomorrow or something. But yeah, if I could leave you with anything today, right off the top of my head, this is not planned. I still don't know what I'm gonna say. Man, just if you're a guy or a girl, really, it doesn't matter. If you maybe aren't the best or most consistent with working out, make a plan that separates your body parts, and not so much by muscle, but more by an action. You know, depending on your goal. If you're, you know, really overweight and you just want to lose fat, you're not concerned about muscle, you're okay with losing some muscle along the way, then I can give you too much advice. Just freaking make yourself sweat and go and push yourself past what you think you can do, without injuring yourself, of course. But if you're trying to build muscle, try a thing called push-pull legs, PPL. Some of you might have heard of that. It's good. I mean, I've made some progress on it, so I don't want to be like, say I'm the greatest, because I'm not anywhere near that. But I made some progress on it, and it seems to be working quite well. Kind of gives you a little bit what you want, and a little bit what you don't want, but what you need, I think. Just look it up. I won't go too into it, but yeah, we're almost at 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll leave you with that. Just trying to build muscle. Try to separate those movements, push, pull, and legs. Do abs on the legs day. All right, peace out. Have a fantastic day.